Hello students, I am Dr. Shikha Srivastav and today we are going to discuss about auxiliary storage in computers. Memory is one of the essential component of any computer. Storage in memory is possible in different ways. The first one is read-only memory, that is ROM. It is a type of non-volatile memory used in computers and other electronic devices. Data stored in ROM cannot be electronically modified after the manufacture of the memory device. Read-only memory is useful for storing software that is rarely changed during the life of the system, also known as firmware. Software applications like video games etc. for programmable devices can be distributed as plug-in cartridges containing read-only memory. Random access memory or RAM. Any element may be accessed in equal time. This is most commonly associated with the processor's primary or main memory. Floppy disk and hard disk drives are often called random access devices. The third type is direct access memory. This behaves in a way analogous to RAM. It permits direct access to each storage location. However, the access time depends on the location of the data. Direct access is generally associated with magnetic and optical disk. So when we talk about auxiliary storage, we can say that it is a data storage which is not in a computer's memory or in main storage of the computer. We can also say that it is the secondary storage or external storage. Auxiliary storage is that data which is made available to the computer through output or input channels. A storage which is not within the system memory or in the RAM. Auxiliary storage has two main functions. First, it serves as an extension of the main memory, and second, it becomes a medium to permanently archive information. The computer can use it as a memory extension for its own purposes outside the control of the user, and the user can employ the extra storage to maintain almost limitless information. These can store data like documents, multimedia, and programs which can be used whenever they are required. These files are accessed from auxiliary storage when needed and then transferred to the primary storage so that the CPU can process them. The result of the processing can also be sent back to the auxiliary storage for later retrieval. Auxiliary storage units behave in a manner similar to other input-output devices, but users do not interact directly with them. Auxiliary storage equipment has data transmission rate that may be significantly higher than other input-output devices, but are still much slower than the internal speed of the processor. The best example of auxiliary storage is hard disk drives and optical storage media like CDs, DVDs and Blu-ray. Other auxiliary storage belongs to the peripheral devices category as well, such as flash drives and any type of memory card. Some examples are magnetic tape, hard disk, floppy disk, zip disk, ZAS disk, optical disk, DVD and USB flash drive. There are two main types of auxiliary storage. First is sequential access media and second is random or direct access media. In sequential access media, the data stored in the media can only read in sequence, and to get to a particular point on the media we have to go through all the preceding points. Example, magnetic tape and audio tape etc. In random memory or direct access media, the data stored in this media can access only at a point at random without passing through intervening points at any random point. Examples are hard disk, floppy disk, zip disk, optical disk, CD, DVD and pen drives. The sequential access media, historically the most common form of auxiliary storage, have been magnetic tapes or rotating magnetic drums and disks. The magnetic tape has traditionally been one of the most important means of supplying auxiliary storage for information processing system. A reel of tape or cassette is mounted on a tape drive and can be moved at relatively high speed under the read or write head. Newer magnetic tape technologies use smaller tape cassettes that reduce storage difficulties and facilitate access. The capacity of the tape depends on the tape's length and how many bits can be stored per inch, that is the density. Common density for the half-inch tapes are 1600 and 6250 bits per inch, that is BPI. Speed of several hundred inches per second mean that several million characters per second. High density tapes can store several hundred million characters of information. Magnetic disk, like magnetic drum storage, provides the computing system with the ability to read or retrieve data sequentially or directly. The magnetic disk is a flat platter with magnetic oxide coated on the surface. Since the disk is solid in the direction perpendicular to the direction of rotation, it does not suffer from distortion problems associated with the magnetic drum. The recording surface of each disk is divided into concentric tracks. Data are stored serially bit by bit along a track as magnetic spots. The capacity or density of the disk is determined by how closely the tracks are placed together and how closely the bits are packed. Recording may be on a single surface or on both surfaces of the disk. Larger disk systems stack several disks in a single pack. There is a separate read-write head for each surface. The set of tracks at the same radius on different surfaces is referred to as a cylinder. Very large disk systems will have several packs mounted on different spindles. The read-write heads move so close to the surface of the disk that a collision, even with a smoke particle, can cause a serious problem. In 1970s, floppy disks became very popular. The basic ideas are the same except the recording surface is a flexible mylar disk. There are several standard sizes including 5/1/4, 8-inch and 3.5-inch. The first two are usually housed in a cardboard envelope while the 3.5-inch is housed in a sealed hard plastic container. Capacities vary from less than 100 KB to more than 1 MB. Another disk technology is called Winchester drive. This drive is sometimes referred to as a hard disk. During the read-write operation, the Winchester head flies above the surface of the disk on an air bearing supported by carefully balanced aerodynamic forces. Winchester disk drives can store G bytes of data. Optical disks can store incredible amounts of data. An entire encyclopedia can be recorded on a single disk. Bits are stored by a finely focused laser beam, burning microscopic dots on the surface. These are then read by scanning with a laser of much lower intensity. Digital versatile disk or digital video disk, a digital optical disk storage, can store any kind of digital data and is widely used for software and other computer files as well as video programs watched using DVD player. DVDs offer higher storage capacity than compact disc while having the same dimensions. Pen drive can easily be plugged into a computer's USB port and the term pen describes its size. It is a data storage device that includes flash memory with an integrated USB interface. It is typically removable, rewritable and much smaller than an optical disc. Mostly it weighs less than 30 grams. In 2018, 2 terabyte, that is 1024 gigabytes, flash drives were the largest available in terms of storage capacity. There is no restriction on type of data that we store into them. As pen drive are the most common and the need of the hour, we'll discuss about it in our next video. Thank you.